Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Wing It Worldwide podcast. My name is Scott McKay.
And I'm Emily McKay.
And today, Emily, what are we talking about?
Nicaragua!
One of your favorite places.
It is.
And mine too.
Absolutely. Not only that, this is one of those places I want to live in.
Like, we talk about retiring there. We threaten this.
Oh, not threaten. Oh, we will.
You know, I think the funny thing is a lot of people go to Costa Rica. Costa Rica is like the exotic de facto place for Americans to go in Central America.
Right, but there's so much tourism there, the price has gone up.
Right, exactly. And they even say, like, in the coffee places, they're hiring workers from Nicaragua because they can pay them less.
Right.
And we're thinking, man, what are we in for when we go to Nicaragua? Because you think of, like, the Ortega regime. And something that, like, Americans are famous for is when a country gets a bad rap for something.
We never forget.
Or forgive.
No.
Like, for all we know, they're still murdering each other in Rwanda, and Slobodan Milosevic is still, you know, wreaking havoc on Bosnia, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything's changed, but Americans still aren't going there.
Right. But this is one place that everyone should certainly consider.
Yeah, put it on your bucket list. Now, here's the strange thing, okay? Nothing really has changed there. The Sandinistas are still in charge, and Daniel Ortega is the president again.
Right, but it's not dangerous.
No.
You just have to know how to travel and stay in the right places.
Well, and stay out of Managua.
Oh, Managua was scary.
Yeah, Managua can be scary, especially at night.
Even our taxi driver, who was a little bit of our tour guide, was afraid in certain spots.
Well, the hotel locked us in, remember? There was like a whole cage around the hotel. Just sit in and watch football, you know, soccer games. And
right.
Drink Tonya beer, and we'll wake you up in the morning.
When it's time to go to the airport.
Right.
Exactly. But in the right place, oh, it's just heavenly.
And not necessarily the beach. I mean, we're talking places like Masaya,
Mm-hmm.
Masaya, not like Messiah. You know, it's not like Handel's Messiah.
Right.
It's Nicaragua's Masaya.
Right.
But they have a live volcano. Like, you can, like, look into the live volcano.
And on certain days, you can actually see the lava.
Oh, yeah. So cool. So cool. You have to wear a gas mask.
Yes, but your tour guide would bring that for you.
Yeah, right. And then you traipse out, you know, just 20 or so more kilometers, and then you're in the wonderful Spanish colonial town of Grenada.
My favorite. That's where we want to live.
Yeah. Now, Grenada is big fun.
Oh, yes. It certainly feels like home in many ways. You know, we speak Spanish, so that made it a whole lot easier. Right. We felt comfortable. But that place is certainly touristy, but it has a lot of that colonial feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Spanish feel to it. It's just wonderful.
A little bit of Spanish feel? It feels like
lot.
a time warp. It feels like it's great. It's like one of the towns in like an old Clint Eastwood movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Only it's bigger, and the food is better, and the drinks are cheaper. Oh, dirt cheap.
Although each year there's more and more tourism there, so the prices are starting to come up, but it's still a fraction of the cost of Costa Rica.
Oh, absolutely.
And a ton of things to do. All kinds of water sports.
Right.
There's all kinds of tours to let you do all kinds of things. Matter of fact, one of the latest ones is at the volcano. You have this little slide you get on, this round disc you get on, and you just kind of slide down it like you would on snow.
Well, not into the lava pit.
No. But on the outside where all the lava gravel is, you just slide right down.
Yeah, like sand snowboarding.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Only on sledding, yeah.
Right, exactly. I mean, there's just so much to do. It's incredible. It's just an adventurer's paradise.
Oh, yeah. Now, remember, we took that tour, which was great. They did a great job. And we hiked around the side of the volcano and then started going into caves.
Oh, yes, that's right.
It was dusk. It was actually getting dark. And the guy goes, now, when I turn off the light, watch what happens.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Just stay perfectly still. All these bats flew out of the cave by our head. Like you could feel the wind of their wings wisping right by. Not one of them touched you.
Right.
It was one of the craziest, freakiest things ever.
You just have to hold your wits together, not freak out.
Exactly. And then we walked really deep into that other cave, and I was like whispering in your ear, there's no way we would be doing this without a tour guide. There's no way in hell.
No. I'd be like, And I was pregnant then. I was like 7, almost 8 months pregnant.
Now, there's a whole story in and of itself. Because I was thinking there's no way we should be taking you when you're 7 months pregnant anywhere. And we went and talked to your obstetrician.
He says, they give birth to babies all the time. They're experts. Go.
And he goes, yeah, you know, you're not going to have that kid till 9 months. Go have fun. Do it. And I was like, huh? Yeah. The doctor says so, then let's do it. Because, you know, doctors are always worrying about getting sued, and they're going to always be super ultra conservative. Not this guy. He was like, no, go down there, have fun. So there you are. You have this little basketball.
Right. And the people in our tour, the other tours,
thought you were cray-cray.
Oh, they were freaking out. They're like, she's gonna. Well, I was huge. I had a very big tummy. I looked like I was due any day now.
Well, you're a small woman.
Right.
So you show the baby quite a bit.
They were freaking out thinking we're going to give birth up at the top of this mountain. Oh,
well,
goodness.
It's just a shame you didn't get to drink all that wonderful Florida Canyon rum that they have.
That's okay. That's an
Cheap.
excuse to go back.
An excuse to go back. And we went into that cave, remember? And it was like we went in. The guy said it was farther than a soccer field. We went into that cave.
Right.
And they had those spider scorpions or scorpion spiders.
And baby bats.
And baby bats.
They
baby
were
bats.
so cute.
Well, that's a relative term.
Baby bats?
Yeah.
They were cute.
But those scorpion spiders, or spider scorpions, which was it?
Spider scorpions.
They were gnarly, man. Those things looked prehistoric and evil.
Didn't our tour guide pick one up?
No. He didn't pick that up. Tour guys have picked up strange things. The guy picked up a snake.
Yeah, he did pick up a snake.
And it was like this yellow and black snake. And I'm thinking like, okay, red touch black, friend of Jack.
We didn't know
yellow.
if he was poisonous or not. They didn't know if he's poisonous or not.
Picked the thing up.
But they collected him because they take it to one of the researchers who collects them.
Yeah, and they kept him.
Yeah,
no doubt. So that was a lot of fun. Then we took that other tour where we went on the lake, remember? And they had these beautiful, gorgeous, huge trees that kind of look like the baobab trees in Africa.
Boyo.
The big ones?
Boyo.
The huge ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
awesome.
the lake. And then we took
lots of birds.
We took a taxi. Remember, our hotel took care of that for us.
Yeah.
You hire a taxi. They're really inexpensive. And you hire him. You pay him like $50 for the day, and they take you everywhere. So we got to go to the volcano, see that.
Right.
We got to go to the lake.
Right.
Where that beautiful resort. Matter of fact, that picture with all the lawn
you're
chairs.
talking about somewhere different.
Oh.
That's the crater, the volcano crater, where you can go swimming in that nice, calm, serene place. Yes, that's where you drive up the hill.
Right.
And I was talking to the driver about baseball.
Right.
Because Dennis Martinez was Nicaragua, and he used to pitch for the Orioles.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
They love baseball down there.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, the World Series was going on.
We were at one of the bars watching.
And they had TVs like in this main common area, and everybody's watching the American World Series and drinking.
Outside.
Oh, yeah. Big fun. Love them some baseball over there. But the tour I was talking about is when we went with that same tour company and we went out onto the lake.
Yes, that's right.
And they have the lake region around there with little islands and birds.
You can buy your own island.
Yes, and people buy their own islands and build their houses there, and it's really cool.
Right. Oh, remember we were asking about the islands because some of them, they buy the island and then they hire people to add more dirt and rocks to make their island bigger. And we're thinking, man, that has to be crazy expensive. And we were asking, he's like, yeah, it's really expensive. We're like, well, how much?
$40,000 US or something.
$10,000.
$10,000, yeah, for that
and
one.
My friend and I looked at each other and we're like, oh my God. And the guy's like, yeah, it's expensive, isn't it? And we're thinking, we didn't have the heart to say that was cheap.
Yeah, we had the poker face on.
Yes.
That's not expensive.
That's not expensive.
But even the place where we were staying, the guy bought this entire awesome villa. Locked, from the outside. You open the 2 double doors, and it's a palace inside with an indoor swimming pool. Renovated. Completely built out, completely fixed with all the hotel rooms, everything. $200,000 US for everything.
Oh, it's amazing.
And we're thinking, man, that is something. That is really amazing. And, in Costa Rica, everything would be 3 or 4 times as much.
Right.
And no less interesting.
No, no less.
No less beautiful. A little more rustic and perhaps even more interesting, I think.
Yeah, felt more authentic.
Yeah, Grenada, Nicaragua in particular is the place to go. That's the hot spot. Now, how we got there was we took the Tika bus, remember?
Yes, we went up the road.
Yeah, right. The Pan-American Highway.
Yes.
It goes from Canada all the way to South America, except for getting from Panama to Colombia is kind of weird. But when we got to the Nicaraguan border, we get off the bus and everybody's shoving wads of money in our face, going, cambio, cambio, cambio. Everybody wants to be a money changer. And these guys are carrying
huge things of money.
Exactly. And
we were like, aren't they afraid of being robbed?
Exactly.
Apparently not. It has to be safe if you're going to carry that kind of money.
That was my first impression, too. Anyway, that's Cricket's time to finish up here. But, man, we could talk about Nicaragua for ages.
Oh, yes. There's just too much there to see and do and talk about. and a must-visit place.
Yep, absolutely. So many people go to Costa Rica and they just don't even think about Nicaragua.
And it's right next door.
Yep, exactly. Take the Tika bus, go. Enjoy the ride. It's a great, beautiful ride, too.
Oh, yes.
There's much more where that came from on the blog. Go to www.wingitworldwide.com/podcast, and you'll get our show notes and link directly to the blog from there, which is, of course, at www.wingitworldwide.com. While you're there, grab our 2 special reports. You'll love what you read. And also, by the way, if you're enjoying this show, please do leave a 5-star or a review on iTunes for us. This is still a very new show, and we need all the support we can get from you guys. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you're enjoying it. Let us know this is different and exciting to you. You can also write us at Scott and Emily at wingitworldwide.com. Remember, my name is spelled with 1 T. And let us know where you want to hear about. Chances are we've been there. And give us any feedback you have on the show.
We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We'll answer all our email, too. So until we talk to you again next time, this is Scott.
And this is Emily.
Be good out there.
And have fun.
The Wing It Worldwide podcast is copyright X and Y Communications. All rights reserved worldwide. Remember, you can go to the show notes page at www.wingitworldwide.com/podcast. There you'll find out much more about all the destinations talked about by Scott and Emily on this show. Remember, if there's anything left out that you wanted to hear, chances are you'll find it there. It's all at www.wingitworldwide.com/podcast. This is Ed Roy Odom speaking for the Wing It Worldwide podcast. Until next time, be good and have fun.